Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Viact, and today I'm gonna play a game called Stellar Overlord, which was previously known as Planet 3. And what kind of game is Stellar Overlord then? Well, it's a sci-fi open world RPG slash FPS 3D game, and it's made by Cubical Drift. And it's it's a block-based game actually. So it's kind of different from anything else which I have played when it comes to open world games. And the sci-fi team, well, it's sure there from, well, the beginning to the very end. And this is actually the alpha demo of Stellar Overlord, so nothing's final whatsoever. And it's also worth pointing out that the whole game runs on Unreal Engine, so there's some pretty awesome graphics in Stellar Overlord for sure. So I'm gonna start with showing you... No, I'm not gonna show that one. I'm gonna delete it. You can actually name your universes. I'm just gonna call it test. And in this alpha version you can actually have like a single player kind of thing, and then you get like a creative natural world. Where you can do pretty much whatever you want. They actually give you all the items and weapons in the game from the very start. But I'm gonna start with the Rogue Camp. And I actually need to correct myself, because the game is called Stellar Overload, not Overlord. So I'm sorry about that, people. That was my bad. I think it would be a cool name for a game though, Stellar Overlord. It sounds pretty badass, but anyhow, back to the actual gameplay itself. As you can see here, you can pretty much mine and collect whatever you want. But at the very start of Stellar Overload, you actually have the weakest kind of glove, so you can't always mine everything there is. But anyhow, you get the idea. And you can actually combine the items as well with the help of this machine that you have right in front of you at this very moment. And for example, you can take like different kinds of rocks, for example, or minerals, or like metal, gold, or whatever, and create cool items. And you can of course build, well, pretty much what you want, but I suck at building, so don't expect any kind of like SimCity, you know, kind of creations. It's just for show, so to speak. But basically, you can build, well, a castle, for example, or maybe want to build, like, I don't know, the State of Liberty, you know, or something like that, or perhaps, you know, the tower in Paris, perhaps, or the London Tower. It's, of course, gonna take a lot of time, but it's most definitely possible to do that. And you can also pretty much dig into whatever you want to collect it, and then you can use it for, well, combining stuff and such. But I think there's pretty much no limit to what you can do when it comes to, well, exploration, adventure, or just testing stuff out. I mean, there's a big world in Stellar Overload. I mean, just take the wildlife, for example. That's like a game of its own. I mean, there's so much stuff. And I mean, this is just like an alpha. And still it's like, holy shit, it's super impressive. I mean, look at this hedgehog here. It's probably relative to Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I don't know. And you can, of course, collect flowers if you feel like doing that. There's many different kind of flowers in Stellar Overload. And actually, this made me think about like a combination of let me see, what's it called? Animal Crossing, that was the name I was searching for, and Minecraft, and actually Star Trek as well, as you get the sci-fi vibes going on. And yeah, I mean, just look at the graphics. I mean, Unreal Engine 4 has done, well, magic to this game for sure. And there's also a lot of, I don't know if it's like glitches or bugs in the game, but I don't know if you're supposed to do some stuff in the alpha. For example, I managed, I don't know if you see those clouds high up in the sky. I could actually climb all the way up. And here's another cool thing. This is basically the edge of the world. Well, at least the edge of the alpha. I mean, how cool isn't that? It made me think about Ronnie James Dio. I think there's a... No, sorry, it was Iron Maiden. Man on the Edge is the song name, actually. And, I mean, there's so much stuff you can do. I mean, I think I recorded for over an hour or something like that. I mean, just look at the view. I mean, you could probably make a painting or something out of this. And just imagine if you take something from Stellar Overlord and try to print it in a 3D printer. That would be pretty cool. And yes, you can use a jetpack and climb trees and whatnot if you want to play or pretend that you're a young George. And, well, a word of advice though, some trees and objects can actually hurt you, so mind that when you're flying and stuff. Then you of course get tons of enemies, which you have to watch out for. This is some kind of watcher kind of enemy. And I actually don't have a very good weapon, but I managed to take care of him anyhow. Then you get some kind of, I don't know what this is. It looks like some enemy from System Shock, actually. They can take a lot of damage and they make a lot of damage as well, so... And this is actually a part of a mission, because at the very start of the alpha you get a mission to reach a certain location, and this is that very location. And you can actually pick up that and learn new skills and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, you get like people that you can talk to that can teach you stuff. And great, I get fucking backstabber, asshole. Trying to talk to the people here and you fucking stab me. Then you get, like I said, tons of items, weapons. There's pretty much no limits. And I mean, just look at all the minerals, and the periodic system is also part of the game. I honestly think there's no limits to what you can do with all the things that you get at your disposal. And of course the guns is a big part of the game, so I'm gonna showcase what you can do. This gun actually made me think about big fucking gun from Doom. And then you get some kind of, well, this is actually an upgrade of the very first gun that I had at the very beginning of the video. Then you get like an electric gun. You get laser, you get a rocket launcher, and you can actually dig pretty much to the center of the planet with the rocket gun. But there's like an invisible wall, because I actually tried to see how far I could dig into the planet. But there is a limit, but you can still dig very deep. And I also realized that you can swim around and dive in the water. And with the, well, BFG gun, you can actually make water bubbles, which you can get fresh air from, so that, you know, so that you doesn't drown. And I also realized that you can destroy pretty much everything, like this tree, for example. Tree no more, or should I say tree today, tree gone tomorrow. And you can of course also, well, make your own diagrams pretty much. When I played around with this future, it actually made me think about Diagon Keeper. And I'm quite sure that you could actually build your own Diagon Keeper realm within Stellar Overlord. And I also found some kind of, well, plasma gun. It actually made me think about Boba Fett from Star Wars. At least when you use the jetpack and use the gun at the very same time. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? You can also use it underwater. I don't know if that's gonna be a part of the full game, but anyhow. And by pure surprise, I actually found like a mineral cave kind of thing. It's pretty cool. You can actually mine crystals and gold and silver and metal and all kinds of stuff. I also realized all the cool effects. I mean, just look at this. Pretty cool, huh? Well, this is actually the very end of the video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you know the drill by now. Subscribe, comment and like. So take care. This is Viact signing out. Bye bye. Well, thank you very much for watching our video, ladies and gentlemen. Tons of love to you. Now don't you forget to click this nice subscribe button down here, so that you don't miss any of our new videos. And if you want to show us some support for our videos, then show us some love on Patreon. With that said, take care, have a nice day, adios.